Hey, hey, you can't park there. You can't park there.
Gonna be terrible.
Hello and welcome to Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. I am the Reverend JP, and that is
Damn.
And as I've said, we are bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. What we like to do is we find some cheap boozes, some booze-eye. We drink it, re-review it. So, well, we encourage you to anyways, as long as you're of the legal drinking age in whichever part of the world you may reside. Because legalities and I don't know stuff that I don't want to get in trouble for, something or other. But one of the things we do is we drink these bottom shelf boozes. We give them a nice review. Tonight we will be drinking Franzia Refreshers Strawberry Rosé. We are returning back to our roots. Wine from a box. That is right. The wine is from a box because that is how we roll. But before we officially get this shit show on the road, we have a little thing that we call the Bag of Doom. You see, in this bag, we have a handful of random little shooters. We reach into this bag, we take our shots, and we have to live with all of our consequences. Diane, reach into this box. This bag.
Whatever.
This bag box.
Cool.
And I shall reach into. And I have Western Sun Blueberry.
Oh, I don't know why this is like. There it is. It's 99
Apple whiskey.
apple whiskey.
We shall take this shot, and I will address Maverick Comics' comment because I am intrigued. Though I shall not show what's going on in the world on this thing. But, man, cheers.
Oh, yeah. You gotta go from the. No, okay, that's not working.
All right. Yeah, still waiting.
I don't have this spread. I still don't have the strength.
Yeah, anytime. I'm waiting for it.
I got it. Here we go.
Cheers to Jordan Grace. We'll talk about that in a second.
To Jordan Grace, whoever that is, I don't know. I don't want to drink this. I really don't want to drink this.
Oh, this is very like the blueberry pancakes. But yes, Maverick has said, Jordan Grace posted a profile pic of this dude who said she was sexy and he's 40-something. His timeline is all tits, asses, and he has multiple penis pics. And apparently he's a Trumper with a little pee-pee, which not surprising. Not surprising at all. But you know what? for the sake of this, I'm going to be a web sleuth. I'm not a web sleuth. Oh, there you go. He just posted the link.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's killing me.
So.
I've been taken offline.
Was your apple whiskey terrible?
I don't know, dude. I don't know if I'm sick. I don't know what's going on with me, but I feel like I'm always 2 seconds away from throwing up, and that just like apple whiskey was not what I wanted or needed, you know?
Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, he has a lovely name too. God. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yep. It's a bunch of vulgarities. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right.
I can see them.
Huh?
Oh, I guess everybody else can't see them, but I can see them. I didn't know I could see them.
Oh, because you got the little, because you're in the thing. You can see it down at the bottom. Yeah. Lots of
nice round white asses.
Yeah. So apparently this guy is a perv and he's racist because there's only white asses up in this thing.
Well, you know, I don't fault a man for a type.
Oh.
But the racist words probably, yeah. Does he have racist words?
There you go. He does have a very tiny peepee. Why would you post that? Why would you post such a tiny peepee?
This is off-putting.
All right. And we have switched.
Sorry, you just watched us look at a man's penis.
All right. Let's go back to his bio. Let me see what his bio says. All right. "46, still single and also looking for a relationship. He loves a little hibbity dibbity, and he plays video games in his spare time. And he has no car. Sounds like a winner, ladies. There you go. If you want a balding man with a tiny peepee and no car, hit up this dude. He's a catch.
I'm sure that's somebody's type.
It might be. It might be. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying. But I'm guessing I don't know. I don't know how Jordan Grace got involved in this nonsense, but there you go. Some shenanigans. But now, shall we move past all this shenanigans?
I don't know. I mean, now I'm just stuck on this man's small penis. Like, I don't know if I can move on.
Well, you're gonna have to move on because we have a show to do.
I was not expecting to see this today, and then it just happened, and now I'm just kind of like, well, wait a second. Can we spend some time here, or all right, let's move on.
Oh, I see. Some Maverick saying he said she's still sexy after she posts a workout pic. I saw that workout pic. She is jacked.
So who is that?
Jordan Grace.
Yeah,
she's a professional wrestler, huh?
No, so Jordan Grace is the lady. Whose white asses did I just see?
Oh, just some random white asses. I don't know. So, he probably just retweets. He's probably just retweeting random porn pics because Twitter, you can post whatever the hell you want, for whatever reason you want to. I don't think it's always the best idea, but Twitter, you can go buck wild on there, like you could see. Now, we must move on from the Twitter and the small PP. But yes, it was an exceptionally small PP. I honestly kind of feel bad for the guy. It's I don't know. It was. I'm just saying, like, you're not bragging. I don't know. It was.
Maybe he is bragging.
I don't. Maybe where he's
proud of his panini.
Well,
Maybe
I
should not.
I guess don't knock it until you try it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't knock it until you try it. That's our policy on small penises here at Best of the Bottom.
Don't knock it until you try it. Now, to get this back on track, why, hello, Vegas Vargas. You missed our conversation on small peepees. So we're saying don't knock until you try a small peepee. But we're moving past all that now because it is time. It is time for the Florida man. Florida man does whatever Florida can. I don't know. But on this week's adventure of the Florida man, oh, there you go. There you go, Extreme. Give it there's a link again for you. Enjoy it for yourself or don't enjoy it. I don't know. Whatever. Well, we don't know if he's a Florida man. It does not say he's from Florida. He could be a Florida man. We don't know. But to me, he feels like a Jersey man. Anyways. On this week's adventure of the Florida man. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. On this week's adventure, the Florida man arrested at Waffle House after alleged outburst over bacon. Now, as you can see, I'm a fatty. Now, as a fatty who once lived in Florida and has been a patron of many a Waffle House,
Wolfies?
Well, this Florida man, this poor Florida man, you see, he's having to undergo many lifestyle changes, unfortunately. He had a doctor's appointment, had some lab drawn. His cholesterol levels are out of control. His A1C is way elevated. He realizes he's on the brink of total catastrophe, and he's trying to do the best he can to make himself healthier, happier, and live a longer, more fulfilled life. I don't know why he went to Waffle House, but you know what? One step at a time. This Florida man specifically requested egg whites, turkey bacon, no hash browns, wheat toast, no butter. It's going to be a sad life from him from here on out. It was just it was terrible. This waitress, as she puts down the plate with her 2 teeth, she didn't put them down with 2 teeth, but she only has 2 teeth. She's a Waffle House waitress, Waffle House, America's butthole. So this lovely waitress, after hitting the meth pipe, she presents this man with regular bacon, scrambled eggs, not egg whites, full on scrambled eggs, extra. You like to throw a distraction here. Extra butter, white bread, cinnamon toast. And he could not take it. His life was on the line. This woman is trying to take him away from seeing his children grow up, even though the state took them away years ago for the meth lab explosion in 2015. Burned down a small village, killed 2 alligators and a beaver. This man just wanted to get his life back on track. But here it is. This hood rat, this hoochie, just brings out whatever she wants. Any kind of random plate of just greasy, fattening, biscuity, gravity, smothered, covered hash browns, just all kinds of nasty shit. He loses it. But you know what? He's a fat man. He starts eating anyway. He begins to have chest pain, and he panics, and he punched her in the face, knocking out her one good tooth. That's when the authorities had to come. And this poor Florida man was whisked away to the local correctional facility. The end. Yes, Extreme. The tooth was taken out. It was a disaster. Thoughts?
I have to go let my cat inside. I'm always pro Florida man. So, but yeah, for real, I have to because he's
all right. Go let your cat in. Go let your cat in. Jesus Christ! I'm telling this fully immersive story. Oh. You should have been here from the beginning. You would have known it was a trap all along. But Vegas Vargas clicked on the link. He clicked on the link. Oh, this is great. Thank you, Maverick. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Now, Diane, shall we get to our review and then we'll jump into the booze in the news? I should move this up here. There we go. Put that there. There we go. So, on tonight's menu, we have brought back the box wine, Franzia Refreshers, Strawberry Rosé. We have not drank wine from a box in quite some time. And I went to the Walmart the other day, the good old Walmarts, and I was like, oh shit, we got a whole new boxed wine. Whole new boxed wine. Whole new flavors. I haven't found the Oreo wine. I have not found it. Oreo wine. I might have to find. I'm probably gonna have to special order it. I'm probably gonna have to. But I don't know what makes this so special other than it's strawberry. There's 20 glasses of wine in here. It's 6.5 alcohol per ABV. And it had the calories on here, but you know what? Oh, it's 75 calories per 5 fluid ounce glass.
Mine's in a bottle because I'm not there with him, so it had to be transported some way. So
yes, and mine's in a unicorn because I'm awesome.
I am drinking the same thing. I
had to look. There are bottles of plenty in here, so I just repurposed a wine bottle to put different wine in it, because the economy, the ecology of it, I'm trying to be a better person, just a more well-rounded, eco-conscious, hashtag woke, thing. No, Diane's always gonna have that bottom class taste.
Yeah. Almost certainly.
We have decided I am the bougie-ish one, even though we were supposed to have a trial of the bouge, and we never did. I'm blaming you, Diane.
Well, we still are. It's gonna happen. We just have to figure out how we have to find judges. We have to. It's a time consuming thing that's gonna have to happen, and we're gonna have to involve people.
True. It's an undertaking. But Diane, cheers.
Cheers. I would say there's nothing better than a free chalice. Okay? Free chalice.
It's a fair enough.
Birthday gift, I should say. It's not like it was free. It was a birthday gift from Magic. So.
Well, it was free for you. It was an expense on somebody else's part.
I mean, this is pretty classy, like I would say. Well, I don't know if classy is the word.
It's
I feel like it's supposed to strike fear into, like, you know, my enemies or something.
You do have many.
Oh shit, do I?
I don't know. I have no idea. Social media is out there.
My life carefree, and you're telling me I got enemies? Shit.
You do. They're everywhere. You never know where they're going to come from. Just
I'll keep an eye on that.
This is not the flavor I was expecting.
No, this is really sweet. Well,
it's sweet, but it's also very tart.
Yeah. It's like there's a lot happening.
There's a lot happening all at once.
It's like when you get a not so ripe strawberry. That's what it tastes like.
That's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like a strawberry that's still a little bit like pale. But
yeah,
it's
you get into that white part at the top of the
yes,
close to
the stem,
leafy bits.
That is pretty much almost exactly what this tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
Will I buy this again? I don't know. But Franzia's got two other flavors. They have a tropical one, and the fuck was the other flavor? I think it's a bunch of berries.
Yeah.
Just some berry shit. You know, just some blueberries, raspberries. I don't know. Everything's just got some berry flavors because nobody's original. Berries out the ass. Yes. Triple dingleberry. I think that's the flavor of it.
Dingleberries?
It's fair enough wine. It's not great. I mean, I don't know. Franzia, of the boxed wines, I feel like Franzia, even though it's like the most well known, is the most meh of all the boxed wines.
What?
I think, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's sacrilege.
We've had Boda boxes, and those are pretty damn good. And then we've had...
We just went down a few because you said that about Franzia. How dare you?
Oak Leaf has a pretty solid...
The rest of you be gone.
I'm sorry.
I can't even condone what is being peddled towards you. What?
I'm just saying, Franzia is the most meh of the box wines. There's better box wines, and there's cheaper box wines. Franzia tends to be middle of the road because Oakleaf has it in a box, and that's pretty reasonable.
Well, because box wines these days are expensive.
True, because I think
there's a cheaper thing than Franzia. Of course, I'm gonna push that, but.
Yeah, I believe Oakleaf is about $3 cheaper than Franzia. And I think they have a better flavor.
I honestly have such loyalty. I don't even look at price. I'm just like, Franzia is whatever I'm buying, so that's just what I plan.
Just a blind brand loyalty.
Yep. All the
Not
flavors.
now. See, they have like 4 flavors. I think
have
now they have 7.
like 90 different flavors.
They don't have that many flavors. Every time I go to the store, it's like the same flavors.
Yeah, we gotta hunt for the different flavors, but they exist.
But now they have 3 more refreshers, and apparently, okay. So it's a crisp, refreshing, and slightly sweet blend of rosé wine and natural strawberry flavors. Only 6.5 alcohol by volume. 20 servings per box. Only 75 calories per 5-ounce. It's vegan friendly and gluten free. Stays fresh
Does
for
that mean
6
I
weeks
can
after
feed it to
opening.
my cats?
What?
I don't know.
It's gluten friendly?
I was having fun. I don't know.
Or do you have vegan cats?
I was just thinking, like, who fucking cares? And then I was just like, what does this mean to me? And then I was just like, wouldn't it be great if I thought that meant I could feed it to my cats?
Okay. I'm glad you explained the whole bit that you had going on inside your head.
Yeah, well, nobody seemed to be on board, and I was just like, that was for me anyway, you know? So I was like, the whole thing's up. But I was having fun.
Well, as long as you're having fun with it.
Yeah, the 2 seconds that bit lived in my head, I was on top of the world.
As long as you felt happy about it.
I could take it or leave it.
Time for booze in the news. That's our transition. I can take it or leave it. Time for booze in the news. This comes from Yahoo News. And Topo Chico Hard Seltzer just came out with its own canned ranch water. And they tried it. Ranch water.
What does that mean?
Okay. So, as we've talked about before with the seltzer craze, there's all these different types. Yes, canned ranch water. It's canned ranch water.
I don't know.
So,
is it ranch water?
No. Okay. So, as we had the other night when we did the Finnish long drink, which was like a cocktail with gin and everything, and now companies are making it into a seltzer. Ranch water was one of the first things to come along because you got the big seltzer craze. So they're taking a lot of these like easily switched up seltzerized cocktails that are popular in different bars. They now have ranch water became a craze. And so far, from what I've heard, they've been terrible tasting. I haven't tried any. I was thinking about buying a ranch water for this particular podcast until I saw this bad boy. So here we are. But ranch water, the actual cocktail, it's supposed to be like tequila. I think it's tequila, soda water, some other flavor, lime. It's like a fizzy margarita kind of thing, I guess. I don't know. But Topo Chico has come out with their own ranch water. We've tried the Topo Chico seltzer, and it was pretty good. I mean, it was a solid seltzer. But now Topo Chico's jumped on the ranch water craze, and they have tangy lemon lime, tropical mango, because there's no, this is the sorry, my bad. These are the spike seltzers is those flavors. got ahead of myself. Got ahead of myself in the article. My bad. I apologize. But yes. So we got those flavors, and now the Topo Chico hard seltzer ranch water is going to be made with 100% agave, lime juice, and the brand's extra fizzy mineral water that has been long associated as an essential component of a real Texas-style ranch water.
I'll be honest, the name ranch water doesn't sound great to me.
Yeah, I've always said the same thing. That's why we haven't bought it on the. I haven't brought it onto the shows because I look at it and I think ranch water. I think dirty water full of cow shit.
Yeah,
that's the
or I
immediate.
just think
That's the immediate image that I have.
Like ranch that's gone like old and it's now water.
It's the
like
water
ranch
sitting on
water.
top of the ranch that's separated.
Yeah,
You just, pour that off, carbonate it, bam, there you go.
Either way, it's pretty gross.
Yes.
I mean, maybe I can kind of like get myself in the zone of maybe like there's some like sexy like cowboys by a stream or something. And then that's ranch water. I could.
Oh, so they pee in the water and then you bottle it up and.
Well, no. Ruin that fantasy real quick.
That's what I'm here for. You're welcome. But
or she showed me the world's tiniest pee-pee. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if it's the world's tiniest, but it's
not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't believe in penis shaving, but yes.
I'm not shaming. I'm just saying, it's an odd flex. It's an odd flex. So back to the ranch water. It's 4.7 alcohol ABV. It's only 100 calories, and it's available in Alabama, Arizona, California, Colorado, Georgia, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. Those are the areas that you can purchase it right now. Maybe we'll get it at some point. I don't know. Eventually, we're gonna have to try ranch water. We're just gonna have to. I don't know when we're gonna do this, but we're gonna have to make it happen. And it's gonna be miserable. I'm sure of it. I just feel like it's going to be. We're gonna have to tough it out. What are
the basic ingredients? It sounds pretty like chill.
Well, the actual cocktail is supposed to have tequila, lime juice, and pretty much OG Topo Chico or some sort of seltzer or club soda, mineral water, carbonated water, shit like that. That's what the flavor is supposed to be. That's what's mimicking, and it's going to be malt, so it's not going to be actual tequila in there. So that's where I feel the disappointment lies. It's just like agave flavored bullshit. That's my thought.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to sit on my couch and watch documentaries and drink a lot of this and get schmammered, I would have such a headache in the morning. It is definitely this would definitely be a headache-inducing beverage.
Oh, dude, you would get like if I had a box wine to myself of this, the damage I could do.
It said you have a bottle.
Yeah.
You got the bottle.
Which, thank God. But, I'm just saying, like, if I bought this myself, like, I would listen to so many, like, songs about wine and get so fucking drunk and be so obnoxious. It would be a great time for me, but the next day I would probably be dead.
Yeah.
I'm usually good at the moment, but then the next day I'm like puking like crazy.
Oh, even as it is, I'm thinking I might have a headache in the morning. I'm feeling like I will definitely have a bit of a headache. Now, Diane, are you ready for the story that I've brought to this? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So let's start by this.
Hey! Hey, you can't park there! You can't park there!
Now, if you see this dude running along the background right there, there's our ambulance. And there's good old Extreme. Chris, right there. Right there. And there is a car that we have given up on because we ran out of fire extinguishers. So, this video is thank you to some lady named Victoria that caught this video when we were out in Fado. So, at this time, I advised that we are out of fire extinguishers, and dispatch advised me there's no fire response. And I was like, damn.
So,
Hey, you can't park.
what happened?
Okay, so now let's Quentin Tarantino this and get back to the beginning of the story.
Yes. Please. Please do that.
So this happened Thursday. As we have said before, I do work as a paramedic in my real life. I am a reverend, but I'm a medic first. And one of the things that happens as working on an ambulance is you get sent all over the place and you post in some random places. And we were posted right here at this gas station because that is our post 5. So we were sitting there chilling. Dispatch told us it's time to move to the city, but we were in mid TikTok, so we wanted to finish our TikTok. You know, you gotta finish your TikTok. So we're sitting there and we're chilling. We put Youth Pastor Steve in the back seat. We were sitting there just chilling, just finishing our TikTok, and then all of a sudden, something smelled like it was burning. And just as I looked up, Chris looked at me and said, "Do you smell fire?" And I was like, "Oh, I do smell like something's burning." I started looking around because my first thought was, "Shit, is our ambulance burning? Is something wrong with our unit?" And then we look up and you start seeing some smoke rolling out of the hood of this guy's truck. So we decide let's pull around. Let's cruise around. Let's take a look and see what's going on. So we creep up, we roll up around the front, and just as we turn the corner and get to the front of the vehicle, boom, the fireball just drops out from the bottom of this guy's vehicle. And this dude, he's got the fuel pump. He's trying to put gas in his car. He's trying to pump gas while this thing is on fire. So Chris runs over there and pulls the gas hose out, puts it back up. And I'm like, shit, we need to grab our fire extinguisher. Chris grabbed the fire extinguisher. And I ended up going inside and telling people, hey, if you guys want to keep your cars, you might want to come out here. There's a car on fire by the gas pump, so you might want to consider moving them. So a handful of people started coming out, moving their vehicles. And if you watch the video,
did somebody get to push the emergency shut-off button?
Yeah, we had told one of the workers there to push the emergency thing.
God, I wish I was there. I've always dreamt of being the one person who gets to just hit that fuck out.
But you see, there's that trailer right there. So he was one of the dudes that was inside getting gas. he was out there, and when I told him, I said, "Hey, there's a car on fire out here. You might want to move your vehicle." And he said, "What?" So he's like, "Oh, do you need some help?" And we're like, "Oh, I don't know, but you might want to move your truck first." So he comes out and he moves his vehicle. By that time, Chris had emptied out our fire extinguisher from our ambulance. He emptied out the first fire extinguisher. He was just trying to do the best he could to control the fire because it was not going out. Oh, I forgot to tell you the best part. So when we pulled around and that fireball dropped out of the engine bay, the owner of the vehicle is just chilling in the passenger side, just drinking his Diet Coke, just chilling, just drinking it, just. Meanwhile, there is fire all around him. No concern, just standing there drinking his Diet Coke. So I run over there and I'm like, "Oh, sir, get the fuck out of there. Your shit's on fire." So finally he saunters over. And when Chris got the fire extinguisher, he's over there with his Diet Coke, just trying to pour his Diet Coke on the fire. And I'm like, bro, Diet Coke is not going to put that out. It might clean your battery terminals, but it's not going to put out that fire. So after Chris is going through that, the gas station workers come in. They hit the emergency shut off. They bring out the first fire extinguisher. They have a big ass 30-pound fire extinguisher. So we're still trying the best we can to control the fire. I'm on the radio. I'm telling dispatch what's going on. We're at pump number 2 at the gas station. And we're just going through fire extinguishers, just trying to do the best we can to control it. And about that time, we're like 6.5 fire extinguishers in. And I'm like, be advised, we are out of fire extinguishers. And that's when dispatch comes back and says, copy. You have no fire response. So here's us, 2 jackasses in an ambulance doing the best we can to fight a fire. Luckily, at least Chris has fire experience. He's a volunteer firefighter. He's got his fire certs. Me, I'm a medic. So I hung back, worked the radio, kind of kept everything going on, directed people, telling them what the fuck's going on, trying to get people to move their shit. When they told us that there's no fire response, at this time we're like, well, shit, let's at least move this vehicle out of here so when it explodes and goes up in a ball of flame, it doesn't take the whole gas station with it. So that dude with the trailer.
Yeah, I was like, you should play the video again because I don't even remember what was in it.
Okay. So right here, we start pulling the vehicle out. We just hooked a chain to it. As you can see right there's the chain, and there's the back of the roll-off trailer. We just hooked it up and just yanked it out of there. Because at this point, it's like, well, shit, if it's going to burn to the ground, let's do the best we can to keep this explosion to a minimum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we pull it out. And right before we're getting ready to just hawk that thing out, the reason why you got the little Great Scott fire trail right there, the little Back to the Future trail. So once again, homeboy hops back in the vehicle while it's on fire, and he turns the key. So it starts the fuel pump and drops all that fire out there right before he's getting ready to pull it. Because we were like, 1, 2, 3, go, yank that shit out of there. And he hops in at the last minute trying to do it. And I'm like, oh, sir, why do you want to explode today? I don't get what is going on here, man. And so right before he goes, I'm like, hang on. And I get the old guy. I'm like, get out. So we get him back out because that's where I was dealing with the old guy. And so we just yanked the vehicle off to the side. put it out there in the parking lot, and we're just ready to let it burn down. And that's when a fire department finally shows up. He was just an old guy. Now, granted, he didn't speak any English, but I just want to say, I feel like a fireball is like a universal language of "oh shit, get the fuck away." I'm just saying, a giant fireball is the same in every language. But he was an elderly guy, and I think he might have been a little senile. I don't know. I have no idea. But all I know is, how do we not? If we would have left just a little bit sooner, how do we not finish that TikTok? That shit,
you know what?
Would have been huge.
Like, I'm imagining, okay, one time my friend, we were drinking, and she knocked over my toilet. And I was so drunk, I just, like, my mom came to pick it back up, and she was just like, and I was just like, no, I got it. And I was so drunk, and I couldn't pick it up, but I kept trying regardless. And then finally my mom just got me out of the way and like did it. And I'm just imagining he was just like, I know I can be helpful here. I'm sure I fucked up royally, but I'm sure there is some way that I can make this right.
And so the best part is the guy's friend. So the guy's friend, I guess at some point one of the clerks had noticed something was amiss and turned off the pump. So it was pumping gas. And I don't know if Chris had pulled it and moved it before, or the clerk noticed, but at some point they stopped the gas pump from going. And his friend went inside and was telling the lady to start the pump back up. And she was like, "Sir, your car's on fire." And he's like, "Oh no, I just need you to start the pump up." And he goes, "Sir, your car is on fire." And he's like, "No, I just need gas." He's like, "Sir, your car's on fire." It was
no.
It was such a huge calamity. And I'm glad that somebody got it on video, because I would have loved to have gotten a video of the whole calamity, but I was busy like doing stuff. Trying to tell people to get their car out and running the radio, and it was quite the show. I'm just glad that the whole damn place didn't just explode. I mean, could you just imagine if this guy was still pumping gas, the gas was still flowing to it, and that fireball dropped, and he was just standing there drinking his Diet Coke? He would be a roasted marshmallow right now. He would be a burnt weenie. That was... Yes. That was a very long week. But, oh my God, that was just...
Dr. Pepper, of course.
You want to go out in a fireball pumping gas with Dr. Pepper. We all have our dreams. That was interesting. And then so the next morning I wake up and somebody had posted the video on this Victoria person had posted the video on the community watch page. So, of course, I got a screen video of it, and I posted it up on my TikTok. So, thank you, Victoria, whoever you are, wherever you may be. I appreciate you. Nico. I think you just missed my lovely story. You know what? Let's play the video one more time. Just for her. This is just for you. This was a venture that I took part in on Thursday.
Hey, you can't park there.
Is the guy yelling, hey, you can't park there, talking to the guy being towed away? Or is he?
No, that's
like,
just a TikTok sound. That's from a different. It's just a TikTok sound. I added that in because it was funny. It's
I
a
thought somebody
TikTok
was like
trend.
legitimately. I don't know shit about TikTok.
No. That was a that's just a
Look at
TikTok
me
trend.
being an old woman.
I know, you old lady. But yes, that was quite the experience.
I can imagine. Well, I can't imagine. I can.
Yeah. Okay. There was a dude in your neighborhood walking around with an axe door to door asking for water. No. No.
What? When?
I don't know. But you know what? That
I'm
sounds like
moving there.
a Northeast thing. Diane, it's just like this neighborhood. You know how many crackheads have banged on my door, like thinking they were, I don't know what the fuck they were. So it was either Saturday or Friday. The Axe Man came to town. But that was.
See, this is why I just don't answer the door unless you were scheduled to come to the house. There's no reason for me to answer the door for you.
That's reasonable. That is reasonable. Says it was the night he was talking to Vegas. He set you up, man. It was a setup. Now, Diane, do you have any more questions on this car fire adventure?
Well, I'm assuming. Okay, how did you end up taking care of this? Were you there at the gas station, or did somebody call for emergency?
No, we were at the gas station. We were watching TikToks. We were posted there watching our TikToks, and then all of a sudden, I smell fire.
Okay.
And then that's when it all happened. And that's when we rolled up, and the fireball fell out. Old guy was drinking his Diet Coke, and then
that just magically fell into your lap.
Oh yeah, it just fell in our lap like a big hot turd. It was. We were there for about 30 minutes before we finally got. Actually, it was probably a little longer than 30 minutes before fire showed up. We went through 5.5 fire extinguishers, and then after it was all said and done.
But that's not even your job. So you were just.
No, that's not what we do. That's why
that is not your job whatsoever.
That's
right?
why we were
not,
prepared for the situation.
Also, stand by firefighters, cops. I don't know who takes care of that. I guess just fire, right?
Yeah, that'd be the fire department. But yeah, so as we're doing this, the reason why we had no fire response is there was a structure fire in Anthony. So that's why everybody was tied up on that fire. That's why there's no fire department available for us.
Okay. I just missed the... For some reason, I thought you had been called there for something.
No, that's...
As this guy's car was just,
Because Vado's the halfway point between the city and the South County. So when there's no ambulances available, we chill there. And then we were just sitting there, just happily minding our own business when everything just exploded. Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you. Yeah, so a volunteer did show up before somebody showed up with a fire truck. Some dude showed up, and he's like, oh, I'm a volunteer firefighter. And Chris was like, oh, that's great. Why don't you go to the station and get a fire truck and come and help us? And instead, all he did was stand there and point at stuff. That's all he did. I was already doing that, but I had a radio. So I was doing actually something. He was just like, in his little Honda Civic.
Somebody
then
go into the store and grab all the water bottles. Everybody
the
gather
fun,
together.
the funniest damn thing is so on the community watch tab, the guy posts on there, I helped fight that fire. I almost just want to put a gif of slow capping just it's just like, bro,
Ooh,
you came out
the
there and stood
emergency
there and pointed.
response world is catty.
Oh, yeah. That guy's a little twat muffin. Jesus, like, bro. The station that he volunteers for is just down the road. He didn't show up with an engine. He just stood there in his car talking about how he's a firefighter. It's like, okay, go fight the fucking fire. You know, it just, all right. All right. Now I'm getting worked up. But that was some stupid ass bullshit. Come in. We're at a gas station. There's a car on fire, and all you can do is tell us, I'm a firefighter. Bro. And I mean, at this point, we're about ready to start pissing on the fire because we got no fire extinguishers. There's no fire department. There's nothing going on. It was just it was a shit show.
Well, I believe it. That's nuts.
Like, I could not imagine what kind of crazy fire that would have been had we not been there to catch everything. Because, like, the clerks, like, everybody wasn't really quite aware of what was going on at that moment. Nobody thought to shut off the pumps until we said, hey, go hit the emergency shutoff.
God, that would have been the first thing. I would have seen just a little bit of fire by that shit, and I would have been like, ah!
Yes. When the firefighter did that, showed up, didn't think you should throw foam on the fire, which, like I said, I'm not a firefighter. Extreme is. That is very much a foam situation, but, you know, it was just such a fucking calamity, and that just set the tone for the rest of the week. I can't even tell you. Like, I can tell you this story because we didn't have any patients. There was no actual patient confidentiality out of it. Was this just ended up with a week with a drive-by? We ended up having a Mino drive-by shooting. We had to fly somebody out that got nailed. He was riding his motorcycle and somebody just hit him. And then, what the fuck else was there? What else happened? I can't even tell you that story, but it was that because there's too much patient information involved in that. But it was just a shit show, and it started with this fireball. We've had to do cops job. We had to go do police job work on Sunday. We're sitting there just trying to eat our KFC Taco Bell.
When that happens.
And this dude comes up and said, hey, this old man just hit a wall over there. And so we go over there. First, we go over there just to see if, you know, he's confused or whatever. Medically, he's fine. But he hit the shit out of a wall. So we stood there just kind of questioning until PD got there because his truck was not drivable. And this guy was just happy to get in his vehicle and drive off. It was...
I need to get this ring resized because that just flew right off my finger. I keep taking it off and putting it on my middle finger just because it fits on there. But yeah, I can't wear it on my. So just a little bit too big.
Well, yes, that was kind of the week, but that was the highlight because we got video of it and I can actually talk about it. It's rare when something happens at work I can talk about that's interesting. Because lots of interesting things that happen I can't talk about because I don't want to violate their rights as a patient and all that stuff. But I still can't believe the dude just happily drinking this Diet Coke.
Well, I don't know what you do in that situation. Your shit's on fire. Like what? Like that's your day, dude. Like
I would say at the very least, you don't stand in the middle of the fire.
yeah, probably a good.
That would be the first spot. Is be like, oh shit, there's fire all around me. I should move. Yeah, this guy like was very nonchalant, no shits given about any of this. Like he kept trying to get in his car. Like at one point, I think he's trying to get his insurance and registration to give to us.
He was
I'm like,
probably like, I knew one day this she was just gonna crap out.
oh, dude, it was a calamity. And then you got one guy trying to get the gas pump started back up. I don't even know what he was doing. It was crazy, but it was quite the adventure.
Sounds like an adventure.
And you know what? I feel like we actually, prevented a bigger catastrophe from happening for once. Like usually we get there after the catastrophe or mid catastrophe. This time we kiboshed it. We said, no catastrophe in this house, bitch. So, I might toot my own horn on that one. And Chris's.
Toot both your horns. I'll toot it too. Toot. For you both of you.
It was
Box wine for both of you. You earned it. They should send you free boxes because you know what? You're heroes.
The gas station did give us free Powerades. So, Although it was funny though, afterwards they were asking us, so like, how do we turn the pumps back on? I don't know.
Yeah, right? I was like, did they teach you that?
I was like, look, man, I don't know how to just turn it back on.
Call somebody? What's up?
Hey, have you got a hold of corporate? I don't know. Just be grateful everything didn't blow up. Because that is a pretty busy truck stop.
If you work at a gas station and you have to turn off the pumps, automatic rest of the day off. You just
everybody just pack it in.
Today we had to turn off the pumps. We'll turn that shit back on tomorrow morning.
I mean, unfortunately, it's a 24-hour truck stop. I mean, that's all that Vado is like 2 truck stops and a Family Dollar. I mean, there's some residents that live there, but I mean,
I would say
it's a fuel stop
anyway because that's what But also, I've been in a place where I couldn't get gas. It was the scariest fucking thing ever. Just being like, I'm out in the fucking mountains. I can't get gas anywhere. I'm gonna be fucking stuck here. I'm like, cell reception is shit. I'm dead. This is how people die. Happens every fucking day. I was just like, shit.
Truth.
So you know what? Yeah, have gas stations open more. 24 hours is not enough.
I mean, that's like driving between what is it? Ozona, Texas, and Van Horn. There's one gas station. If you do not get gas at either Ozona or Van Horn, you might be fucked.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing. And then to have to rely on strangers, like, thank God the second person we asked was super kind and we got that mercy of stranger stuff out of the way real quick. But it was like
super kind and not murdery.
Yeah, well, she was like a wonderful middle-aged lady.
Oh, that's nice.
She was just like, because we asked some older people first and they didn't understand the concept of what we were
trying to say.
You use your card and we'll give you cash. They were like, you're trying to steal our card information. And it's like, okay, cool.
No, it's not.
we'll let you go. And then the lady was just like, I'm like, we'll give you the money. We just... Our cards aren't working here. And for some reason, this gas station only takes cards. There's no attendance. So, and there's no gas station forever out there until forever out there. And I'm like, that's like, you should have signs before you enter a place. Like, by the way, we have one gas station, it's credit card only, so if you have cash, you're fucked.
That would be a good warning to say is, hey,
By the
if you
way,
run out
while
of gas, you're
there-
fucked.
They ain't shit around Solar Simpsons shit, so you just think about that.
Keep it into consideration. Take it under advisement. So, Diane, I wasn't sure how long the car fire would go, so I did come with a backup story.
Is that how we failed a 24-hour stream attempt?
No, but yes, I forgot we're supposed to address that. Hey.
Yeah, so that happened.
Yes. So last week we started our podcast going into a 24-hour live stream, and we got a lovely raid from, I forgot who rated us, but they rated us with a nice like 45 people or 42. Lots of people, and they stuck around for a good while. And this 24-hour live stream, it started off fairly smooth. It was going well. And then the sleepies hit me harder than fuck, and I was struggling. I was dozing off so hard because we were doing this 24-hour stream backwards. We're starting at 9 o'clock at night and going through the day back into 9 o'clock at night. I don't know if we're ever going to do that shit again.
Oh, it was perfect for me. I was like,
that used to be perfect for me.
I was on top of my game.
But I'm back in the day realm. I'm not a night shifter anymore like I used to be. I'm back. So, and not to mention, I woke up fairly early because I had to go to El Paso. I had to get the beverages. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. So I didn't get to, I was going to try to sleep longer so I'd be prepared. But either way, that ended up not mattering because we got to hour 11 and a half and my son Jesse called me talking about he's feeling sick and he needed to go get tested for COVID. So there's a whole debate on whether I would go, Diane would hold down the fort, I'd come back, and then we'd get back into the stream. It ended up taking like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to actually get him tested and drive him back and everything else. But we ended up deciding, pack it in. We made it 11.5 hours. I mean,
you missed what could have been day drinking with Diane. Because if he would have left and I would have manned down the held down the fort, that's what it would have been. Like, all right, well, we're breaking into some of this booze because I don't know how to do this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't even know how to run half of this shit either.
2 hours would have been rough.
Yeah. That's the whole reason why I decided to pack it in is because I didn't know how long it was going to take. And I've seen some of these lines when they do the COVID testing. And he did end up being COVID positive too, so.
Was he?
But he was very minimal symptoms. He's doing well. He's back at work. He calls me and asks me for money like he always does, even though he makes good money and he got a raise recently and he should be giving me $20. But that's another story for a different day. But yeah, I do feel incomplete. Like I feel like we just kind of left something hanging there. And that kind of bothers me. But I did learn a few things and I have some ideas. I do want to do a full 24-hour stream, but we'll probably save it. I want to do a 24-hour stream once a year, and I want to have different goals for it. Whether we do a charity stream, whether it's trying to build our numbers, I would like to do different things in the future. I got some other ideas, and it it was fun while it lasted, and it pissed me off that the 2-player games, for some odd reason, we couldn't get them to work. That pissed me off.
That was fine because I was never gonna work. You're too sassy for 2-player games with me.
Me?
Yeah, you.
How? How am I too sassy?
You too sassy.
What?
Girl, like at one point, I swear to God, you were talking to me. You were so condescending. You were like, "Good job" and shit like that. And I'm like, "Bitch, you know I can't play these games like this. Why are you acting shocked that I suck?"
There's Kurt.
Hi, Kurt.
Hello.
But I'm not too sassy. And one of those, I was legitimately complimenting you on figuring something out. I was.
I'm gonna hit the hay.
All right. Good night. Love you.
Good night.
Thank you for making an appearance.
Love you.
Love you too.
Ooh, this kid is sassy.
I am not sassy.
Sassy.
I am just intense. There are goals we are trying to reach, and I want to reach those goals.
He
I'm
was
not sassy.
super intense and then was falling asleep.
Maybe that's. I came out hot, and it crashed early. Like I was amped up for the podcast. I was amped. I was ready to roll, and then I hit a wall so hard, I was like a crash test dummy. Just my neck still hurts.
Yeah, I was actually doing fantastic.
I know.
I actually got sleep this time.
I know.
I was feeling great.
I will say I do feel mildly disappointed in myself. I really did want to. I really did want to complete the full 24-hour stream, but also family, had to take care of that situation because the vid is rampant.
Yeah. I get tested tomorrow.
Again.
Yeah, again. So we'll see.
But you know what?
I don't know how this works anymore. I really don't know how this works anymore. Like, I don't know. I tried to keep up with this COVID shit, but I apparently not really.
Well,
because I'm like, okay, like my stepdad tested positive, and my mom never tested positive, and then it's like, then I've been hanging out with my sister, and she was positive, and then I was negative, and I'm just like, so then do I have it? Am I gonna get it? Did I already have it? Do I like? How many times do you get tested? How do you figure this out?
I have no idea.
I'm just I don't want to waste their people's time, but I'm also like, I'm like, if she has it, I've been smoking with this kid like every day this whole time. Like, I'm just like, there's no way. Like, I'm like, we're worried about like contact. Like, I've been like basically swapping spit with this fucking kid. Like, do I have it? I don't understand. Like, I'm just like, I'm gonna get tested again before I enter society, but I'm just like, I don't know, because she had zero symptoms. Well, she felt a little bit tired. That was her thing, and she had just gotten a test a week before, and she was negative. So then, like, because she wasn't even going to get tested, and then they were like, "Oh, nah, dude, you're positive." So then I was just like, "Well, fuck."
Yeah.
I've been chilling with you this whole time, so I'm like, does my negative still count? I'm like, I don't know.
And I mean, if we're just going based off being tired, shit, I'm tired all the goddamn time. I don't know how.
That was her only complaint, was that she was tired.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oops.
But she's also fully vaccinated and all that crap. So I don't know how much that helps with that. But I've been feeling shitty, and I thought for sure I was gonna have it, and then it was just like, okay, maybe I don't. Maybe I've got some of that like hypochondriac bullshit going on. I don't know. Like,
maybe.
so many people around me have had COVID, and I'm just like, how do you know? Did I get tested at the right time? Is it timing of the testing, or is it just like, I don't know. I'm good.
Well, part of the thing with testing too is it takes 3 to 5 days to incubate too. So if like you're exposed to somebody, you immediately go get tested, you're probably going to be negative because it takes
Well,
a
it
while
wasn't
to.
immediately. Like, it was like 4 or 5 days from
Yeah.
exposure, but even then, a week before I was exposed. So it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And honestly, I have no idea about the boosters and the vaccine, how real effective they are anymore. Because in the beginning, it seemed like if you had your vaccine and stuff, you get sick, but you weren't as bad. But I've transported people that have had the boosters, the both vaccines, the whole shebang, and they were sick as fuck. So like back to the beginning sick, like I'm pretty sure 2 of those people were intubated, and I don't know if they're gonna make it or not. So I don't even know. I don't know. This whole thing is a pain in the ass.
I know. I wish there was some sort of, I don't know, something that worked. I'm just like,
Well,
I don't
I
get
mean,
it. Like, I don't. It's
there
like
are
they tell me
things.
one thing, and everything that I've seen is like different, and I'm just like, I'm not trying to question it, like anybody's science or anything, or like say I have certain beliefs, but I'm just like, I've seen completely the opposite of what you're telling me. So like, I'm gonna need you. I'm just gonna need something to make sense at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a struggle. All we can do is the best we can, and hope for the best. You know, I have no idea.
Yeah, I just think it's nuts. I don't know what the fuck to do about it. I'm just like, I'm so sick of it, but then it's also like,
I will say though, overall though, I do think things have improved because I would say there are less really sick people that I've seen than I did in the beginning.
well, that's good.
Because at the beginning of it, like if you're transporting somebody that had COVID, they were sick, 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 sick. Now, if I transport somebody that has COVID, most of the time they're they're not feeling well, but there's a good chance they're gonna go. They're gonna get some steroids or whatever and get sent home. Maybe they'll get put on oxygen. So, but I will say the one thing for sure: do not take horse dewormer. That is the one thing you just do not do.
Yeah.
That does not make anything better. It makes it worse. And I've seen that firsthand.
But are you talking about? You're actually talking about horse dewormer though,
Yes.
not ivermectin.
No, that's what it is. Ivermectin's a horse dewormer.
So you're
Don't do
saying
it.
ivermectin?
Makes it
No.
worse. It makes it worse. Facebook does say different, but Facebook depends on who you talk. Dude, ugh, I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm like already over the COVID issue.
As it
Like,
is,
let's not. But
there's a good chance I'm gonna have to like edit half of this off of the YouTube stuff because this might get taken down for the last conversation we had to end this. So I might have to cut the YouTube version.
yeah.
I might have to cut this out because YouTube will like straight take this
I'm like,
off.
I have legitimate questions because I'm seriously like, and then I read one chart, but I guess it hadn't included the new variation
Well, that's the other thing too
or
is
variation
variant.
variant.
Yes.
And so I thought I had a cold, and then I'm now apparently like, oh, I guess based on the new charts, could have been possibly COVID. The other one was like, nah, you don't have to worry about all that shit that you're going through. Nah, that ain't COVID. And I read the new one and I was like, oh, well, that says that could have been COVID. Shit. Well, I got some outdated chart. Like, I'm really trying to keep up, but it's also like, it's a pain in the ass.
It's stressful as fuck sometimes trying to
and
keep up.
I can't be bothered.
That's why, honestly,
I don't want a political take on it. I just want to know what the fuck I need to do. I do not give a shit about your political beliefs. Just tell me what I need to do to not die and be safe during this fucking thing. Please and thank you. That's all.
Reasonable take. Very
I don't
reasonable
give a
take.
fuck about your beliefs.
Yes.
I'm just not trying to die, buddy, okay? All I can do is worry about number one. Y'all do whatever you're doing. But I'm not trying to kill anybody in my family or spread it to anybody. I mean, that's all I want to know about. Like,
what the hell is a title? What is? I don't even know what this is. What's title family? Dan, you're younger than me. I know. You don't even know the TikToks.
I'm not out in the world. I'm doing my best to maintain to myself. Always have. Always will.
I don't have Spotify. I have iTunes. Lost less quality music. But Diane, our final thoughts on Franzia Refreshers Strawberry Rosé.
I wish I had a whole box.
I do.
How much is left?
Minus. You have a bottle. I gave you a fuller bottle than a fuller bottle.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I asked. How much is left though? Like, I'm not saying like you gypped me. It's a question.
At least half the box. Maybe a little bit more.
So there's like 3 bottles in there? Maybe 3.5?
Probably something like that. And whatever's left in my unicorn.
How much did it cost?
Oh, it is $13.96 at the Walmarts.
$13.96 for. Does it say? Because usually on the side they have like a picture of how many bottles are in there.
No, this one goes by. It's 20 glasses of wine.
What? That's some con artist shit right away. Showing me glasses? How many bottles though, bro?
But usually the boxes this side are 3 bottles of wine, and the bigger boxes are 5.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what I've seen.
And I
have not examined Joe Rogan's nipples. And I was a big fan of Joe Rogan's podcast. I haven't listened to it in a while, so I don't know what's I'm going on with all that
very
stuff.
picky with Joe Rogan stuff. I can't be bothered with any of the COVID stuff. whether it's the pseudoscience shit or the actual shit he actually plays on there, I'm just like, I can't be bothered with any of that.
Yeah.
I like when he has comedians on there. I like the funner shows.
Yeah.
I like when he has people like Egyptologists and shit like that. Like that's my
Or the mushroom guy.
yeah, like things like that, interesting things. But I can't politics and all that no thanks.
Yeah.
But I also feel like he's like people for some reason have decided like Joe Rogan like means so much and that like his opinion is like word. And it's crazy to me. Like people have put him on this weird pedestal that I'm just like, I don't think he for as
Don't
much
put it. Don't
power
put anybody on a pedestal.
as
Nobody knows what
much
the fuck they're talking about.
as much power as like I feel like they're giving Joe Rogan so much power that he does not even want or even like utilize. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm like they are saying that you can do all this shit like and you're not even really if you lived up to this, you'd probably make even more money if you actually were the person that they're trying to make you.
Truth.
I'm like, this dude's a comedian. He fucking he hosted Fear Factor. Like, what do you guys mean? Like, I'm
He
sure some
clearly
people follow him like religiously, but at the same time, I'm like, they're idiots. What do you do? Like, wait.
he clearly doesn't know shit about any of that
And he
shit.
says so. He says as much. I'm just like, grow up, everybody. Like, why are you doing this to yourselves? Why are you making Joe Rogan a thing? He's not even stepping up to what you're asking him to be. Like, just let it go. Like, just
Yeah.
I'm sick of hearing him. I'm sick of hearing his name, honestly. I'm almost sick of him just because I'm just like,
Because of all the shit.
I'm like, he's a comedian. Like, I'm like, he's not even trying to be that dude. So like, he's just doing what he feels like doing. It's not even his like MO. He's not Alex Jones. Chill out.
Yes. He's just friends with him. Now, Diane.
Yeah, but have you watched the things he does with Alex Jones? He keeps that motherfucker in check. Like
He does. He does. He does.
He really does, and it's just like
He's like, oh, quit talking about the gay frogs.
everybody who talks about his shit. You haven't watched any of his crap, and I almost feel like he's been backed into this corner where he almost has to have all these people on all the time. I'm like, dude, I miss the days of just it was comedians joking around or like just I don't know, it was funner, it seemed lighthearted. Now it's just like I have to political views and being associated with Joe Rogan. I'm just like, why? He's a comedian, so now all of a sudden if I like Joe Rogan I'm like on a crazy side. Like it's just like, okay, people, it's like if you really want that enemy, go ahead, but it makes no sense to me. It's just like, all right.
No.
It's insulting. Don't insult my intelligence by telling me that I can't watch a fucking podcast and then decide for myself. Like, oh.
Word. Dan, are you ready to rate our
Yes. Sorry,
Franzia?
I forgot we were supposed to, and then somehow we ended up ranting about Joe Rogan. I'm just so sick of it.
I know. I haven't even listened to his podcast in a while because I haven't had time. But now, Diane, as you know, we have our list. Main eventer, upper card, upper mid card, lower mid card, or a jobber.
This rating system is so flawed because I love it.
Because you love
well,
friend.
It comes in the box. If I had the whole
put
box right now,
Diane,
dude, what a night I'd have.
Put your brand loyalty away.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Brand loyalty, set that aside. Okay. We're look.
It tastes exactly like a sour strawberry, and that's not bad.
We have
alcohol flavor.
Yes. We have put ourselves in a position where we've become an authority on this subject.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't just go with our hearts and our whims and our brand loyalties. We have to objectively decide where this lands.
Well, I just think because it comes in a box, you buy it instantly. You said it was $13, right? You get 3 bottles.
Yes. So it does have that going for it. It does have that going for it.
Yeah, so that's like a great thing already off the bat. Like, and yeah, the flavor's not the best, but the fact that like you're having a grand time.
We already know this is a granny kegger. That's the thing. Great Value does have a strong brand. And thank you, Nico. But is this a main eventer? Is this 5 out of 5? Is it that solid?
Isn't that a great name for it, Granny Kegger? Well, it was just because like our grandma always had a box of wine in the fridge. Always.
I think most grandmas have a box of wine.
Yeah.
That's why it's the Granny Kegger.
Just chill in there for whenever they want to get wild.
Yeah. Get blitz with the grandma. I cannot put this at a main eventer. It's solid. But we do have some strong players in that realm. Soju, 99. I forgot who else we put in that realm. I really should keep it Cali. But Soju and 99 they have found a special place in my heart. And I don't know if I can put that in that realm. But if I go to a party and there's got a couple boxes of wine, I am going to have a good time. I am.
Dude,
am I going to be super?
I would have so much fun.
Now, I will tell you, during the beginning of the lockdown period and there's nothing to do, I went through 2 boxes of wine a week. The big boxes, the 5 bottles. I don't know what that says about me.
Well, I mean, you're also a priest, so, like, I'm sure there were some godly reasons for having.
Oh, yeah, sacramental wine.
Yeah. So
it's reverent. It's reverent.
Sorry. What's the difference?
I haven't taken a vow of celibacy.
I thought the P it stood for priest, so it's like Reverend Justin Priest.
No. It's the Reverend J.P. Ness.
Oh, penis. Okay.
Yes, I made you say penis. The Reverend J.P. Ness.
Dude, all you had to do was ask. You didn't have to force me to. It was some crazy trickery. I enjoy the word. Penis, dingleberry, coochie.
Ben, do you think is this a jobber?
No.
No, it's not.
It can't be a jobber. Is that where you were really gonna put it?
No.
Deborah.
Now there are
you got
some
me so frustrated. I called you your sister.
There are some Franzia flavors that would be a jobber. I do not think this is one of them. This is actually a pretty good flavor.
It's just not true, Justin.
It's just not my favorite one. Yes, the Franzia Merlot is terrible.
This is so chuggable.
Oh yeah, it is.
I had such a tummy ache.
I can easily
I was so afraid I was going to blow chunks, and this Franzia has calmed my stomach.
I mean, I could legitimately just drink it like that the entire podcast. Just you know, it'd be great. I just thought of you know how you got the beer helmets?
Yeah.
Could you imagine 2 of these and you just like bleep, bleep. You can have 2 different flavors.
You can't.
That'd be heavy though.
Oh my god.
And then if you drank too much from one side, you'd be sweat. Damn it. Flaw in the plan already.
No, that's why you like hire some people to like hold them so there's no weight on your neck. And then you get someone with to like fan you with palm trees too while you're at it. Because if you're paying for someone to hold your box wine
Would this
helmet,
also be the same people we hire for pressed ham glass?
why not?
Dual purposes. But now we gotta take it seriously. We're going over time, and we need to narrow this down.
I would say I forgot what the things are, but it's not bad. I would say
mid-carder?
mid-card or the one above upper.
This flavor, just
I would
this
say 3 or
particular
4.
flavor. What's that?
3 or 4.
A 3? I'm
Or
thinking
4.
I would give it like a high 3 out of 5. Definitely a mid-carder, on the cusp of bumping up into that upper mid-card. It's really good, but it's not the best flavor. I don't know what the other flavors are. Like maybe the triple berry has got it. Maybe the tropical is the one.
This is the one. I believe if any of those flavors were going to be delicious, it was this guy.
I know. I feel like the tropical might have been better cut than Moscato.
No, like I can't. Who needs a whole box of tropical flavored anything? I feel like you get so sick of that so quickly.
Tropical Skittles. That's the best flavor. That's the best Skittles was a tropical Skittle. No, tropical Skittles was the best. Now, if it was just like mango flavored, I don't know about that because mango flavored stuff is just not good. I don't dig mango flavored stuff. And we covered that in the 99s. That was the weakest flavor of the 99s. There we go. Tropical Skittles is the best. Thank you. Oh.
Huh.
And mango flavor is too sweet. Thank you.
That's what you believe. I'm not here to press you either way, but sour Skittles is a correct answer.
No. Tropical Skittles
the ones
is
with
correct.
the blue Skittles. All right? Blue Skittles, sour Skittles.
Tropical.
Not the original
The
ones
bag
they
is
try
blue.
to push as original. Huh.
Yeah, I can see that. It does have a rotten taste to it, like a mango flavored stuff. Oh, see, there you go. Sour Skittles are good too if you're into nasty tasting stuff. And that is Diane in a nutshell.
Well, if anything, I have no taste buds, but well, I guess that's kind of awful.
But
okay,
yes.
cool, guys. I like gross things.
We learned something. You learned something about yourself. Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, I always like.
See?
People are always telling me, like, you appreciate ugly.
That's true.
Like, you just like gross and ugly things. And I'm just like, yeah, that's just my personality, I guess.
As long as you've accepted it. That's the important thing.
I mean, my lovely fiance is, of course, an exception to the rule. But everything else gross and ugly.
But now, we're definitely coming to the end of this. It's been fun. We've
okay,
talked...
goodbye. And I just God, one of these days, I would love to just do half the shit that I would find funny and just be like, you know what, that was for you, girl. I deserve that.
Oh, Jesus.
I've had a rough week. I should have just hung up and just said, all right, this is over. And I would have just laughed and laughed.
You're not gross. Nico is not gross.
Not, you know.
It's more of just she likes gross flavors.
No, but my theater teacher told me, like, she was like, you just love ugly things. She's like, you're the queen of just ugly stuff. She's like, and I was just
What? That's like
yeah.
a whole different thing to unpack here. It's just like you're
Because
the
I
queen
mean,
of
I
ugly.
chose like, because I went for a whole 70s vibe because we had to make an outfit. We had to sew together an outfit for like a costume. So I chose like this 70. She had like this burnt orange like fabric and then this like kind of like 70s wrapping paper style like material. I decided to make a little dress out of it, and she's like, "This thing is hideous."
Oh, jeez. Oh.
She's like, "This is ugly," and I was like, so proud of it. But I was like, "It is, isn't it?" Part of me was like, "Yeah, look at that burnt orange in that fucking."
Oh, Dan. That's like a whole other podcast right there. This has been Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. And if you're watching this on the YouTubes, please like, share, subscribe, click the buttons, get the bell on, do all those little things so you get notified when we come out with more stupid shit. And I just posted last week's podcast today because I had some technical issues, but it's up. You can see the calamity that was last week's. It was a fun show. We got a lovely raid. It was awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you that are watching us right now live. I appreciate the chats. It's great. Our Instagram and the Twitter handles are down there at bottom class for all kinds of stuff. We're here every Monday, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for joining us. We love you guys. And then we have a website, Perico Productions at pericoproductions.com. It has links to all the social medias. It has everything there. And we really appreciate you for showing up. And this has been Best of the Bottom. And come join our family. Bring that shit in. Or don't, you know. We respect your personal
ideas and
space.
your preferences and all those stuff.
But thank you very much. And we will see you next Monday. Same dumbass time, same dumbass people on the same dumbass channel. Tastes pretty good.